Today is a good day. It's a very good day. I'm going to talk about this if a few people come online. Otherwise, fuck it. I'm just going to eat. I'm celebrating something today. Oh, there's something wrong with this mango. These are Neelam mangoes. They're in season now. Not very popular, but they're mangoes. So we're gonna eat them. Looks like something's in this. I hope it's not an insect. Or something else. So if some people come online, I'm going to talk about what's happening. They're okay. This one's okay. So good things are happening. Good things have been happening. Some really good things are happening now. So I'll talk of someone's online where it makes no sense. If nobody comes online, I'll just end this live stream and delete it. Yes, sweet boy. What? Don't sit on that. Don't sit on that, sweet boy. Don't sit on. Sweet boy. No, 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 no. Don't sit on that. No, 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 no. No, not there. Please, no, 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 not there. No, sweet boy. No. Please, sweet boy. Please move from there. Please move from there. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. It's a live stream. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. It's a live stream, sweet boy. Please move from there. Hey, please move. Hey, sweet boy, please. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Please move from there. Sweet boy, please move from there. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this because this guy's not moving from here. Sweet boy, please move. Sweet boy. Please move from here, sweet boy. Please. Sweet boy, please move from here. Please, please, please. Please move from there, sweet boy. No, please move from there. No, no, not there, not there, not there. Sweet boy. That's not the place to sit right now. That's not for you to. Sweet boy. Thank you. Thank you for moving from there. Where do you want to sit, bacha? They're good, but not great. Okay, in a way, it's good if nobody comes online, because then I won't have to talk. I can even fuck off from here. I have a small papaya. It's not really small, but it's not even really big. So this was a backup for, in case the mangoes were really bad. But they're fine. So just have the papaya at night after my salad and chutney. Okay, if nobody's coming online, I won't have to talk. I'm just gonna eat these mangoes, Neelam mangoes, as fast as I can. So one is done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 Neelam mangoes here. Let's see how quickly I can finish them. I should have done this from the start. Come on, come on. This has turned into a fucking challenge. Hey Sharvil, what's up? The street food videos. Well, as of now, I'm doing this detox. This fruit, raw vegan detox. So, a few days from now. Why do you come and help me out with the food videos, man? Because I get tired of eating all that stuff all the time. I mean, I love making videos, but eating out all the time is. And what do you say about Avsar? I haven't heard of this place. And I went to this Neeraj fast food yesterday to check the place out. And they said this the place has been around for 25 years. That's the first Chinese food restaurant in Charkop. Hi Reha. Mangoes, yeah. The king of fruits. Some people call it mango the queen of fruits, but thank you, Reha. Thank you. Okay, and what does Avsar have? Are they usual South Indian and Punjabi and Chinese and that kind of stuff? I am in a really good mood today because I've been getting some really good, awesome clients, not just good clients, who started paying me very well. So this has to do with astrology. Hey Reha. Yeah. Reha, are you a vegetarian? Sure you are a vegetarian. Are you a vegan by any chance? Variety of South Indian food. Okay, sounds interesting. Okay, so after this detox, I'm going to Avsar because it's right here, man. It's right on that side. I don't even need to cross the road. I just keep walking straight, and I reach Seashell. So I've been studying astrology for a year now, and I finally started getting paid. So it feels really good. I'm in a really good mood today. People are just like, give me a reading, here's my money. I'm like, okay. I'm eating only raw these days, fully raw. In the afternoon, I'll have mangoes or some other fruit. And at night, I have this huge salad with chutney, sprouts, tomatoes, butter beans, cucumber, onions, and like this very extremely spicy green chutney. So it's my all-in-one char chutney. And it's extremely spicy. This batch I made yesterday has more than 40 green chilies. More than 40. And that's become too like fucking or too spicy. Even for me. So normally I would finish that whole batch in like 2 days. But because of all these chilies in it, I'll take 3 days for it. Yeah. 3 dinners, 3 salads. Thank you. So I was going to turn this into a challenge because nobody was online. But now I can eat properly. Cooking video. Sure, I've done a couple of cooking videos, but that was long back. That was like, I think it was 2 years ago. I'm not like proper cooking, you know what I mean? I'm not really much of a cook. Sure, I'll do some cooking videos. But I don't know how to make a lot of stuff. There's a lot of, I know how to make a couple of things like tomato ki sabzi, which is probably my most favorite thing. Actually, I love all sabzis, but I just have a special place in my heart for tomato ki sabzi. And hi AR Lord, hi. How's it going? Oh, this was 2 years ago. They're on this channel, but that was long back. I have this tomato ki sabzi ka video, and I have आलू और प्याज की सब्जी का कुकिंग वीडियो. Which city are you in, Reha? Are you done with lunch? Hey, if any of you are in Bombay and Mumbai, we should go review some restaurants together. Let AR Lord go. Hi AR Lord. How are you doing, man? Yeah, man. Please ask. Of course. Sutta Feni, yeah, yeah. It's a it's a sweet, and it's the texture is kind of like hair. It even looks like golden hair, like blonde. I've had when I was very young. My Nana ji used to get for us. And even after that, I saw it like being sold on the streets. It is usually sold on the streets, but there will be some for sun shops will be selling it. There should be some for sun shops. And when I used to go to town like South Bombay, I used to see Sutta Feni and some other stuff like that being sold on the streets, like in, on those carts. I will find out and tell you, but not around here. I haven't seen it around here. Volvi station, yeah, possibly. There's a good chance. There's a good chance. But there should be some Farsan street shops that sell the stuff, because it used to be quite popular. These are the only Neelam mangoes I'll be having this year. I'm done with them. Oily. Oily, okay. I haven't had them in like more than 20 years, maybe 25 years. But I remember the texture and what it tastes like. Oh, they have ghee. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. The thing is, we can't really control what goes into the food, when we buy from outside, like anywhere outside. Even if you buy from somewhere else, there's going to be some other stuff in it that you probably don't want in there. There could be some added color, some preservative. Hi Reha. Supplements, yeah, not for diseases. I recommend raw food and some supplements because we need some supplements for certain things that we don't get from our food anymore because of how depleted the soil everywhere is. So ideally we should be getting everything from our food, but because of this problem with the soil, some things that we don't get from what we eat. So vitamin D, even if we spend a lot of time in the sun, we still need some. A vitamin D supplement would be very good because a lot of people who spend quite enough time in the sun are also deficient in vitamin D. So then D and B12 and zinc especially for vegetarians and vegans. Zinc. Hi Arlon. Do I only make food vlogs? No, not at all, man. My main thing is astrology. So I present case studies on people. After analyzing their charts. My father lives in Andheri. I live here, like I'm the only human here. I live here with my dog and 3 cats. Reha, I tell you what, why don't you just get a nice multivitamin? There's something called Zincovit, which has almost everything we need. So Zincovit is really good. Not Zinco Heal, even that's not bad, but Zincovit is better. So if you get Zincovit and the host chart, I tell you. So get Zincovit and a magnesium supplement. Now I'll wash my hands once I'm done eating and I'll show you the supplements. Hi AR Lord. No, my channel hasn't been monetized. I have only 745 subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers. You know. Zincovit. V ends with VIT. Zincovit. AR Lord, where's your father's factory? And what's it about? Zincovit and magnesium ultra, because Zincovit does not have enough magnesium. Basically everybody was told that we don't need a lot of magnesium, so even these supplement makers, they didn't add a lot of magnesium to these supplements, but it turns out that we need a lot more magnesium. And Zincovit, despite being a really good multivitamin supplement, does not have enough magnesium. So I also take a tablet of magnesium ultra daily. Yeah, Lord, your real name is Hetwa. Okay. Hi, Hetwa. You're most welcome, Reha. Do I get shocked by some charts? Yeah. I do. Oh, you already asked me for the worst chart I have ever looked at. If I tell you right now, anybody else who watches is going to jump on that chart. And that video I'm going to make is going to be very big, because nobody can even guess. Nobody's even thought of looking at that guy's birth chart. The guy was a murderer, like a killer. And he was just out of his mind. And I was like, let me see, he has something, culture or something else. And that guy has, I think, one of the top 5 worst charts I've ever seen. Like, horrible. Like, just looking at the chart, you're like, what is this, man? And water? Best street food in Charkop? I don't know, it's all over, man. There are so many good places. Depends on what we want to have. There's so many good places, man. And Reha, there are some people who are not famous, but send me their birth details. And when I looked at that chart, I was like, wow, man. There was this from Bangladesh. Really bad chart. And there was this woman from Pakistan who wanted to get married. She was like, when will I get married? When will I, find a man? And I looked at the chart and I was like, you should not get married, She's like, no, but I'll be happy if I get married. And I said, no. You probably will have a really bad marriage, you'll get a bad husband, or your husband will die. And you'll be happy you're not getting married. if I tell you the name of the man here, a lot of people who watch this are going to jump on that before I get to it. So I'm going to keep that as a special thing. I will tell you the name of the guy, but not online, not here. Alright, I'll probably just tell you in a WhatsApp message or something. Yeah, Lord, have I experienced a ghost? Have I experienced a ghost? No, man. But I've had some really spooky experiences. I was chanting certain mantras. I chant mantras every day. And at some point last year, around this time I guess, last year, I started chanting the mantras of some really powerful goddesses. Like 3 of the 10 Mahavidyas. If you know what the Mahavidyas are. And man, some really scary stuff happened to me. I'm Indian. Born and brought up in Bombay. Guess your age. How do I guess your age? I mean, how do I guess your age if I haven't even seen you? I don't know what you look like. You could be 17. You could be 25. I don't know, man. Tell me your age. Tell me how old you are. 11 to 20. You could be 12. You could be 17. Okay. 14. Okay. I used to have really long hair until a couple of years ago. I had grown my hair out and it was this long, and I hadn't had a haircut in 5 years. And then I don't know why, I was outside Bombay in 2020 and I decided to get a haircut. At that time it felt really good because I was feeling very light and fresh and I had a totally new look. I was pretty much younger and all that. But I miss my hair. I really miss my hair. I miss having long hair. So I'm gonna grow it back now. I am growing it back. It's just taking a while. Now I'll start oiling it. Do I play BGMI? I don't even know what BGMI is. I don't play these video games, man. I don't have the time to play these video games. And I used to play those old arcade games when I was very young. Samurai Showdown and that kind of stuff. Yeah, of course. A very powerful mantra for overall success, peace and prosperity. Hell yeah. That would be the Lord Vishnu mantra. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. It has to be chanted with on a Tulsi mala of white Tulsi. All Vaishnava mantras have to be chanted on a mala of white Tulsi. Hey, just one sec, my dog is back. One sec. Shell, one sec, बच्चा. Shelly, आ जाओ बच्चा. जाएगा उसको नीचे जाना है, कोई बात नहीं, आएगी बात नहीं. You're most welcome. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. The thing is, people don't realize how important and powerful Vishnu is. People just say, oh, Lord Shiv and Lord Krishna. Of course, Lord Shiv is awesome, Lord Krishna is also awesome. They're all awesome. But people just don't pay attention to, people just don't give enough respect to Vishnu. Vishnu is, the name is also not pronounced Vishnu, it's Vishnu. Right? And Vishnu is like the CEO of the universe. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Hanuman Chalisa, yes. I've heard a lot about the Hanuman Chalisa. But the thing is, I have some doubts about it. I mean, see, all these other mantras, all the Vedic mantras, even the Tantric mantras, the Beej mantras, everything is in Sanskrit, right? And the Hanuman Chalisa is written in Avdi. So I'm not saying that everything has to be in Sanskrit or that other languages are bad or anything like that. But in my opinion, Sanskrit is the highest language. I mean, you can say that God doesn't, think about discriminate because of languages, and God understands every language. Of course, God understands every language. God understands even if we don't say anything, God understands. But if we are chanting and stuff, if I was to use some Hindi mantra and some Sanskrit mantra, I would go for the Sanskrit mantra. It's the same with any other language. Any other language and Sanskrit, I would go with Sanskrit. Sanskrit is a sacred language. It is a sacred language. So yeah, I'm sure the Hanuman Chalisa is extremely powerful, and I've listened to it a few times. If I had to do something for Lord Hanuman, for Hanuman Maharaj, instead of the Hanuman Chalisa, I would rather chant his Sanskrit mantra. Om Shri Hanumate Namah. That's what I chant. Yes, the Vishnu mantra is Sanskrit. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Sanskrit. Yeah, Lord Kehta, I'm going to call you Kehta now, so I can remember your name. What am I thinking about? Daily vlog. I could do a daily vlog thing. I could get a daily vlogging. But I don't know if my life would be, that interesting to a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if people would want to know what I'm doing every day and all the time. I just don't know about that. And also, I don't feel the need to share each and everything with people. Oh look, I've come here now, I'm going there now, I'm doing this now. Yeah. Some people can't do that. It's just, I feel weird doing that. Kalima mantra. It's Om Kleem Kalikaya Namaha. Om Kleem Kalikaya Namaha. So these are really powerful mantras, right? You start chanting them regularly and you're sure to have some experiences. At Milan, sure man, what time do you want to meet? I'll be free in the evening for some time. Reha, be careful when you do all these mantras. They're not. Yeah. I mean, they're safe. It's not like we're going to be harmed or anything, but we can have some really crazy experiences. But I didn't know about how powerful these mantras were. I was not into chanting. And Thor, love, and love, thunder. No, Air Lord, Hetwa. I haven't heard of this. I don't even know what it is. When I just came to Charkop, when I just moved into this place, this was a year and a half ago. And I was not into chanting mantras and stuff, but I was looking for some tantric stuff, something about black magic, because I was just interested in that. And I put on this Kali mantra on YouTube, on loop. It's Om Kleem Kalakaya Namaha. And I just went to sleep. And I had some really crazy dreams that night, and then I woke up and I had to switch it off, man. I just had to put the music off, the mantra off. Your friend's name, Sid. Shout out. Hi, Sid. His name's Sid or Siddharth. Hi, Sid. So yeah, Reha, that was just Kali mantra, and there was other mantra, the Navan mantra. Oh my ring cling Chaundai Viche. That was very powerful. One night I was playing that and I fell asleep, and I had some really bizarre dreams, like really strong nightmares. And when I stopped playing that night, I was like, I'm not messing with this, you know. This is not some time pass stuff. So I came online today just to say that I've started making money again. It's really good. Hi Parnika. Hi. I'm really happy today. I wasn't doing very well for the past 2 years. Since last year I started studying Vedic astrology, and I've been working really hard at it. And I've went really deep into it. I'm quite happy with where I am. Oh, the Gayatri mantra. Yeah, Gayatri mantra is super powerful. Yeah. It's supposed to be like the highest mantra of all. So there's the Gayatri mantra, and there are other Gayatri mantras as well. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the main Gayatri mantra, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Yeah, that one. And there are also these other Gayatri mantras, like there are Surya Gayatri mantras, and there are my dog just ran down. She came out from the neighbor's house, and she saw the door was open, and I called her, and she just ran down. The Gayatri mantra which you're talking about, is considered to be the highest one, like the most powerful one of all, like above everything else. But there are other Gayatri mantras as well, you know. There are Surya Gayatri mantras, there are Gayatri mantras for other deities also. The Surya Gayatri mantra is Om Adityaya Vidmahe Prabhakaraya Dhimahi Tanna Surya Prachodayat. So that's one of the Surya Gayatri mantras, and there are others as well. So that's Gayatri mantras for everything, but the main Gayatri mantra is the one you're talking about. That's the biggest one of all. My dog is downstairs, man. My dog just went down. She just ran down. She doesn't want to be inside the house because the weather's all nice now. man, because I can show you my cat. I can show you this cat who's having a dream right now. She's dreaming. Just one sec, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm gonna put this papaya away. One sec, I'll be right back. Oh, I can't see any pigs. So I don't know who has a dog. Actually, we're talking about Reha's dog. Look at this guy. Can you see him? His name is Sweet Boy. Thank you. Thank you. I brought him home during a solar eclipse last year. I used to feed him at some place, and then there were other people giving him biscuits. I was like, what are they doing, man? Cats don't eat biscuits. So one day, during the solar eclipse, my dog and I just took a basket and we went to that place and we got him home. So, do you all watch my astrology videos, the case studies I present? Thank you very much, Reha. Thank you very much. I'm in a good place now. Things are getting better. Since I got my Shanti Puja done, just good things are happening. I'm just getting good news from everywhere. Every few days I get some good news and things are just opening up for me. I'm really happy. Yeah, man, Hetwa, go have lunch. Tell us what you're gonna have. I'm gonna have this papaya at night. After my actual dinner, which will be a salad and chutney. So do you all watch my astrology videos? All these case studies I present? Because that's my main work now. I really enjoy doing it. I mean, these food videos and all that, they're fun. But I mean, anybody can make food videos. I have these. But some of the stuff that I do, all the stuff about Khalsa Yoga and all these other courses that I talk about, is something nobody else is doing. So I just feel like, yeah, it is. Apida is hot, yes. But I do like making these food videos a lot. I just get tired of eating all that stuff all the time. I'd rather eat this kind of stuff, simple food, and this is good for me. I like eating like this. Fruits, fresh juices. How did I learn astrology, especially with Khalsa? Okay, so what happened is when I came here last year, I was very confused about what was happening with my life. I had no idea, about what was happening. And one day, I was shooting a video of this place called Kaka Vada Pav. Okay, you'll see it on the channel. So I was shooting a video of Kaka Vada Pav, and I met this guy who started talking on the, saying that, oh, this Vada Pav is really nice, and blah blah, come here and eat Vada Pav. And this guy stopped me on the road a few days after that and said, okay, hey, you know what? How do you edit these videos? Because I want to start my own channel. So I said, okay, you know what? I can just show you how to edit videos. You can come over anytime. I live right here. And he said, like, what are you doing right now? He said, are you done with studies? And I was like, dude, I'm 40 years old, man. So he's like, okay. And I told him, I'm in a bit of facing a problem. So he's like, have you had your chart read? Have you had your kundi read? And I said, I don't really, believe in all this stuff, and I don't think I've got anything done. And he said, like, I'm an astrologer, and I'll check your chart and I'll tell you stuff. So he came over a few days later, and he looked at my hand, and I told him a few things, and then he said, okay, you have Khalsa dosh. And he said, don't read too much about it or you'll go mad, because there's a lot to read about, you go crazy if you just get into this. So I said, okay. But I was obviously going to read about stuff because I like reading about all these things. And I read about it, and I really had Khalsa dosh. But this guy, he fooled me. He took a lot of money from me. He gave me this yantra which costs 50 rupees in the market, and he took some 4,800 from me for it. And I had no idea at that time that it could cost so less. I thought he was getting me a yantra from somewhere, so it must be something. So he got me this yantra. He took a lot of money from me. Then he got me a fake gemstone. He said, I'm going to get you a Pukhraj, and he got me a fake gemstone. And he took 14,200 from me for that. And I had no idea. I gave him the money, and this guy went to Bhavnagar, and he said, okay, when I come back to Mumbai, we are going to get a ring made with this Pukhraj, this gemstone, for you in gold or silver or something. I said, okay. And then he went to Bhavnagar, and over there he said, he called me from there. He says, okay, I've got a Gomti Chakra for you, and I've kept it in the temple here for puja part, so send me 19,800 for it. And I was like, how can everything be so expensive? Like, why am I spending all this money, So then I decided to do something. I went to the market, and I asked a shopkeeper from one of these puja shops. I asked him, okay, do you have a Gomti Chakra? He said, do you want a 10 rupee one or a 20 rupee one? So I was like, okay. These things cost 10, 20 rupees, and this guy is asking me for 19,800. Then I showed him the yantra, and I was like, how much will this cost? He said, if you buy it from me, it'll be 80 rupees. And if you buy it from a wholesaler, it'll cost you 50 bucks. And he had taken 4,800 for that. Then I went to some jewelers. I went to 6 jewelers actually, and I showed them the gemstone. I said, okay, I want a ring made in gold or silver, whatever it is. And they said, okay, this will be done according to your weight. It depends on your weight, And they were like, show us what you have. So I showed them, and they were like, how much do you pay for this? I said 14,200. And they said, okay, you know what? This is fake. It does not even cost 300 bucks. No matter how much puja party you do it on it, nothing's gonna happen. And they said, okay, we have one guy said, have a jar full of these fake gemstones. You can take them just like that free of cost if you want. So I was like, okay, this guy's really fooled me. Meanwhile, this fake astrologer was pestering me for the money. He was like, send me the money for the Gomti Chakra, send me the money. So I said, you know what, I've been giving you cash all this time. So if my father asks me where this money is going, how will I tell him what I'm sending it for? Where it's going? So I said, you do one thing, I've been giving you cash all this time. Whenever you come back, I will give you the cash, and I'll just give it to you. And he's like, okay. But then he wasn't coming back to Mumbai for the 19,800. So, and I was getting really impatient because I was really angry because he'd already taken 19,000 from me. So I was really, really angry. I was getting very impatient. So I laid a trap for him. I told him that this Khalsa dosh is really, troubling me. So should I go to Trambakeshwar and get a puja done, or should I go somewhere else, or And he said, no, don't go anywhere. I'm coming there to do your puja. So I said, okay. And I said, how much should I keep aside for this puja? He said 60,000. And this puja costs 2,100, 3,100, 5,100, maximum 10,000. And he said 60,000. So I said, okay, I'm keeping the money aside. I've borrowed a few lakh from a friend, so just come. And then one day he came here, and my friend and I were waiting here for him. And we beat the shit out of him. I've made 5 videos of us just giving it to him. So if you search for Devansh Jani, fake astrologer, you'll find 5 videos. Fake astrologer Devansh Jani. And in the first video we are hitting him, he tried to run away from the house and we caught him and brought him back inside the building. And then we were hitting him downstairs. So in the first video we are hitting him, and in the third video we are hitting him. So that. And then eventually what happened is, all this happened. Eventually the thing is, a lot of astrologers I spoke to, they say, oh, there's no such thing as Khalsa Yog. It is all bullshit. It's a hoax. It's made up by all these modern astrologers just to scare people and fool them. But I knew that was not a hoax, because the person who has the problem knows how bad it is. So I knew that, everything that was written in my Khalsa dosh, the type I had, it was all coming true for me. So I knew that it was a real thing. And then there were other astrologers who were saying things like, Khalsa dosh is real, but there's nothing to be afraid of, because a lot of great people had it. A lot of famous people had it, people who became successful and rich and all that. So even they had it, so it's nothing to worry about, eventually you'll be successful. But I started looking at all these cases around me of people who were troubled by Khalsa dosh, and most of them were not successful. Most of them did not become rich. Most of them were not happy at all. So I started looking at other people's charts and finding out who had Khalsa dosh. I started looking at all the famous people with Khalsa dosh to see what other problems they had, because being rich and successful is not the only way of being happy. Like, you can be unhappy even if you're rich. You can be unhappy even if you're successful in whatever you're doing. So then I started looking at charts. I started studying my own chart, and I started studying other people's charts. And that is how I started getting more and more into astrology, and especially Khalsa dosh and all these other things. So now I talk about what the other astrologers are not talking about. Some will say, oh, you have this placement, so this will happen. You have this placement, so that will happen. I don't care about these placements. Like, I do look at them, but I tell people the main thing. I'm like, look, this is what you have in your chart. This is what is there. And this is what's causing your problems. So do something about this, and everything else will start falling into place. Yeah, I even took away the guy's bike. Like, I confiscated it. Like, even though I have my own bike, just to teach him a lesson, I confiscated his bike. And 2 months after that happened, his brother came to me. I said, okay, please return the bike. I said, okay, take it. I don't want your shitty bike. Yeah. The brilliant story is there for his kids to see when they grow up. When they go on YouTube and they search for their father's name, they're going to see that their dad was getting beaten up by some guy. And I think they might subscribe to my channel also. Yeah, it was funny. everybody watches those videos just tells me that that was a good thing you did. Good job. Good you caught him. Yeah, remedies, because that's what people need. Remedies though are like a temporary way of calming the situation. There are these big ultimate solutions as well, but not everybody can go for them. Not everybody can go get a puja done somewhere. Not everybody can leave the city and go somewhere. So remedies work for people, yeah. And mostly I give out these simple remedies which don't cost anything, and which make sense. Because somebody tells me, okay, take a lot of coal and just immerse it somewhere, like just make float away in the river. Or someone says take 11, 12 coconuts and and throw them into the sea. Like that doesn't not make sense to me. I mean, there must be something to it. There must be a reason why these are remedies, but it does not make sense to me. So I only take in what makes sense to me, and I only suggest stuff that seems logical to me. Easy to do, remedies that don't cost anything, and most of them they just feel that you can easily do them, anything easy to do them. Yeah. Where are you from, Reha? My favorite music. I listen to a lot of stuff. Mostly metal, some rock. I also listen to 80s, 90s pop music. I listen to Western classical. I listen to Indian classical. I listen to some jazz, some blues, other stuff as well. I play black metal. The music I play with my band is black metal. I used to be in a death metal band earlier, so I also love death metal. I listen to a lot of death metal. But now I play black metal. So I sing and I play the guitar, I play the bass, I compose all the songs, I write the lyrics. So my music is also up on my channel. All my music is on my channel. Yeah, I'm in a band. I've been in a few bands. 3, 4 bands. Yeah, it's on the channel. The band's name is Solar Deity. SOLARDEITY. So the last song which came out was in 2020. It's called Mahayagna. Rotating. Mahayagna. Maha, Y-A-G-N-A. Mahayagna is one word. It's about, well, usually I write my own lyrics. All the lyrics are mine. But for this song, I have used select verses from the Aditya Hridaya Stotram by Agastya Rishi, sage Agastya. So I'm sure you know what Aditya Hridaya Stotram is. And I picked 3 select verses from that. 3 verses from that. Yeah, Mahayagna. Yes, pleasure's all mine. Thanks for being here. And it's been lovely talking to you. That's perfectly fine. I have to go and get back to work, and I have a few charts to look at and make some more money. So, yeah, I will talk to you soon. Let's talk again soon. Bye, Reha. You're most welcome. I'll see you soon. We'll talk soon. Right. Bye. Yeah, hopefully it'll be out soon. I hope I'm not too stuck with these with studying all these charts. So maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Because I have some really big cases to talk about. Some really big cases. Bye, Reha. Bye.